Let's do a quick check on wrists and grip position just to make sure that some of the pieces are in place so that you can be successful when you're attempting these drills. It's important for you to grip the club with your lead hand in a way that you have leverage. So if you let your lead hand dangle to the side of your body, you'll notice how your palm faces your leg. It doesn't face out like this. And so if you just hold the club naturally in your hand as your arm just hangs to your side, this is a pretty good starting point for a great lead hand grip position. So as a right-handed player, this is your left hand. Another key component is that when you're there, you should see that the heel pad of your hand, which is this lower part, sometimes we'll get a little wear mark on our glove if we're getting a lot of friction there. You can see I definitely have some markings on mine, but nothing that's, very violent looking, just some touch points. That is where we're levering the club from. So you should be able to move your wrists up and down like this without anything slipping. If it's slipping, your hand's not in the right place. So let's get the wrist going up and down and feel that your thumb and your forefinger are providing also a little bit of leverage for you to do this against that heel pad. If your palm is too much up, you're going to feel that you're lifting the club and you're not levering it. So check to see that you're actually getting this little hinging motion going at the wrist joint. That's a good sign that you have the mechanics in place so you can create lag properly as you get the club starting to move. So when you add that trail hand, just make sure that you get a thumbprint down on the grip and you're not completely palming or fisting it. Pay attention to grip pressure in both hands. Don't be so rigid that you don't allow the lag to be created. Soft enough in the hands to hold on without ungripping it or losing control. We don't want to see pockets developing inside the grip, but relax enough then through the wrists and forearms that we don't have these rigid bodies coming in, slowing everything down and sucking out all the lag. We want soft enough wrists and hands that the wrist hinge can be created. There's your lag angle in the backswing and into the downswing, and then of course we need to get rid of it. So it has to be soft enough and tension free enough from here down that we aren't strangling the club and preventing that from happening. If you don't have lag, then you can't create your maximum speed. Right? This is going to be slower than if the club head is moving with these kind of angles. But also, if you have lag and then you're so tense that you just hold on to it, you're never going to deliver and unleash all the speed. So either way, you're hosed. So relax through the wrists. Grip it tight enough to have a good, solid control on the club, but not so tight that everything else freezes up. So I want you to go through those mechanic checks on how you're gripping it, the quality of your grip position, your grip pressure. Just kind of do a little bit of an audit on how it feels when you're actually holding the club and you're making some of these swings and doing the drills, because it's an important underlying component that contributes to your ability to do the best that you can and to create the most speed that you can create. Just as a quick example, if you turn your lag shot around and take some practice swings, you're going to get a little whooshing sound that you can hear. Hopefully that's coming through the microphone. If you're not hearing that, you're too tight or too slow. So practice until you can hear that sound happening through where the golf ball would be. Not too soon, and certainly we don't want to not hear it at all or for it to be super late. So let's kind of get that whip going. And then when you flip your lag shot around, it's like, whoa, the weight of the club really is very apparent, and you can get that feeling of lagging and then releasing through the ball. Not too early, not too late. So that whoosh drill is a good supplement to this conversation just to make sure that everything is in check. You're going through, you're auditing the feeling of the quality of the grip, the feeling of grip pressure, the mechanics are actually happening, and you're not missing that huge piece of wrist hinge that allows you to create any lag at all.